Alright, welcome to the weekly gaming quick save show recorded live, 3 p.m. Pacific time, every Friday, right here on twitch.tv/BenReacts. On this week's show, we're going to be talking about the Grand Kingdom beta, which no one has heard of, and the Overwatch beta, which everyone is talking about and kind of needs to just chillax a little bit. There's been a lot of betas. This isn't the first, just take it down. But first, let's look at some of the top stories of the week. And obviously there's some news. Big news, but we're going to start with Ratchet and Clank. Because the movie came out, made 4.7 million in its first weekend, and I don't think that's what they wanted. I think that's a little lower. Doesn't sound very good. Probably was made less than a normal CG movie, but definitely not what they hoped from their starting franchise. Here's our big thing, whatever. It's 10 years too late. I'm not the first person to say that. Why is this happening now? Whatever. The better news for Ratchet and Clank is that the game, based on the movie, based on the game, is actually the fastest selling in the Ratchet and Clank series history. So I think what this basically proves is while the story is funny and entertaining in Ratchet and Clank, you're not going to Ratchet and Clank for that. You want to play the game. So just make the games. They're clearly successful. Just do that. It's cool. We'll still like it, I guess. I'm not a huge fan, but that's neither here nor there. The big news, the big thing, we got the war of the first-person shooters going on. Ironic, I didn't mean to get war. Doesn't matter. Start with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. As my frames go away. There you go. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I actually really like this trailer. I haven't played a Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. Or no, that's not even true. Modern Warfare 2, there's a lot of them. At this point, it's getting obnoxious. Wait until we get Ghosts 2. What the fuck is going on? I really like this. You're going into space. It's military in space. It's not Halo in space where it's like a bunch of Spartans. It's actual soldiers in space. That's interesting to me. I like fighting robots. I like that. I understand there are a lot of people upset by this trailer, as clearly the 2-to-1 dislike to like ratio on the YouTube for it. I guess people are upset about something. I don't know. You can't please everyone. I think it looks cool, and as someone who hasn't played a Call of Duty in 6 years or so, maybe I'll play this one. So that's good. And all these people complaining that are big Call of Duty fans, they're gonna play it anyway. I don't. It's still gonna be the same gameplay. Like, they're not gonna completely change the game. That's crazy. Also, kind of crazy. We have the Call of Duty 4. What are they calling it? Remaster. Just Modern Warfare Remaster. But you can only get it in the special edition, so $80 or $100 to get that in addition to the game. Obviously, they'll sell this separately later. It's just weird that they're bundling it in. I don't know if they don't want to compete with themselves in some weird way. It's strange. Why is it releasing at the same time as the other game? They could have just put this out in the summer or done something interesting with it. I don't know. I don't make big decisions like that. But that's fine. Are you going to go back and play it? One thing about the trailer, and a lot of games and movies have been doing this for a while, years now, these covers, remixes of classic songs, and they're usually god-awful. This version of Space Oddity isn't amazing, but it's fine. And I actually enjoyed it fair enough, which is more than I can say for a lot of trailers using these songs that are great. One example I can think of is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo had a great cover. I forget the name of it, but it's a Led Zeppelin song. Great. And then everything else is forgettable and terrible. Stop covering these songs and not putting the spirit into it. It's just shit. It's just shit. Stop doing it. But this one was good. I don't know. I get off on tangents. The other war we're going to this week is Battlefield 1. Now, should I start with the name first? Battlefield 1 is in World War I. From this trailer, I have no idea what the gameplay is really like. You see maybe a few seconds of it. I don't know. There's like gas clouds swirling. That's cool. This could be really interesting. World War I is obviously very important. You know, it's one of the two world wars, so that makes it important. But I don't necessarily know how this is going to play. There's a lot of flying around. There's a lot of flying in it. The game looks gorgeous. It looks way better, I think, than COD did. Infinite Warfare. But I know what Call of Duty is going to be. And I know what Battlefield's going to be, too. But in a World War I setting where it's much slower paced, do I? Is there something weird going on here? I don't really know. It looked like it could be fun. And the fact that it is World War I and we never get a World War I game, especially not a first-person shooter that's in World War I, that makes it all the more interesting. Now, back to the topic of songs. This is kind of a terrible mashup or edit of a Glitch Mob remix of 7th Nation Army by the White Stripes. And it's just used to weird effect. I haven't listened to the song, the uncut original in a long while. So I don't necessarily know, but I like it, but at the same time, I'm confused by it, and I don't know why I'm getting hung up on these songs. Because the real thing I should be hung up on is the name of this game, Battlefield 1. Not a single person said, oh, Xbox One? Great name. Loving it. No one said that. I don't think anyone ever said that. Now we're getting used to it, and it's fine, but we still have that nagging annoyance of, oh, I remember Halo back on the original Xbox. Because now I have to say original Xbox, and not Xbox One, because you fucking released an Xbox One third. No. It doesn't make any sense. Battlefield 1 makes sense because World War 1, haha, we're so funny. But couldn't you just drop the number, and let's just call it Battlefield the Great War, or even Battlefield World War 1, or literally anything else? I just don't understand. This is my initial reaction. I mean, it just happened a couple hours ago. To Battlefield 1 is that's a shitty title. That is really terrible title. Battlefield 1? What do you that doesn't I just don't understand. I mean, maybe there's market research that this is fine, and the Xbox One clearly didn't just, you know, shrivel up and die. But Battlefield 1, I'm saying all this, I'm talking about these games. I will guarantee you I'll probably never play either of them. Unfortunately. Such is the case. First-person shooters, just not that interested anymore. I don't know. Space is cool. Planes are cool. Poisonous gas is probably illegal. Probably Geneva Convention. Don't do that. But about that, let's get into the topics of the week.